Did you know a $25 gift card from Wings Etc. can get you burgers, pretzel bites, salads, wings, beer, anything off our menu, and a free $5 gift check? Cheers to the gift card that gives back to you. So get here and get merry. Now until Christmas Eve, only at Wings Etc.
Welcome to Parkersburg South High School. There's a peep here. It's the ROAC, and it's the Crosstown Showdown as the Parkersburg Big Red boys basketball team across town to take on.
Yeah, they didn't have a pretty big drive, did they?
No, the commute was not bad today. We've got a peep on the floor. I don't know what's happening. It's going to be fantastic. That's Mike Cameron. My name is Brian Guthrie.
Mass hysteria.
Dogs and cats living together. So, Mike, we just talked a little bit off the air about this is kind of an early season matchup for these teams. South only has played 2 games, 2-0 on the season thus far. Win over Dublin Coffin out of Ohio, 79-73, and then a win over Spring Mills, 68-58. But South getting a lot of credibility statewide as they are ranked number 2 in the West Virginia State Coaches Poll. PHS, on the other hand, 4 games under their belt. They come in 1-3. They won at the first game of the season at a tournament over in Hedgesville, and then have lost to Hedgesville, Huntington, and Scott in the 3 ensuing games. So they're trying to kind of get this season turned around a little bit. South, of whom much is expected, much is required. They were the runner-ups to Morgantown last year. They're currently the number 2 team behind Morgantown now. It's kind of now or never for Coach Fallon and this squad.
I was getting ready to say that. I mean, I know they're out there. They're playing some good basketball right now. South is. To me, though, it just seems really kind of interesting. I don't know who the schedule makers were. I don't know if this is something they've done in the past, but to have a pre-Christmas matchup with your rival like this, you know, it'll be good for both teams because I guess they're going to see exactly where they stand. South already in 2 games of action right now. They're rolling, playing good basketball, and just like you said, that's what is expected. PHS kind of trying to turn it around, getting a lot of early action. This is really weird to have 4 games under your belt at this point in December. But again, we're going to find out a lot about these programs when it's all said and done. South obviously wants to do a lot of damage against their rival tonight. They want to keep that winning streak rolling. PHS, though, going to have to find that right formula to defeat this great team.
And PHS hasn't played a home game yet. They're going to be 5 games in, and they have not played a home game yet. Their first home game is coming up Thursday against Wheeling Park. So what a great time to turn things around. But like I said, there's a ton of seniors and a ton of talent on Coach Fallon's Patriot team.
Yes.
You know, we're going to be talking about Aiden Blake and Nathan Plotner and Cyrus Straw and you know, all the names that you know and love over the past couple of years.
Yeah, these guys are going to be primed and ready. I know a lot of these guys are on the football team as well, and the season didn't end the way they wanted it there, but they're going to come out here. They're going to try and get this rolling and get this going and against you know, their rival as well. This is going to be an important game tonight.
We're going to take a timeout. Tip-off coming up next. It is PHS and South presented by Staley Lawn Mediation on CAS 45.
I sincerely hope you never need my services because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
They say you get what you pay for. Hi, I'm David Haas. At Morrison Incorporated, that's 450 years of combined HVAC experience on staff. That's choosing equipment precisely engineered to deliver the best operation and highest efficiency. Correctly installed by a factory-authorized Bryant dealer, so your warranty's valid. And it's a fully stocked warehouse, so we can fix any brand 24/7, 365. Because breakdowns don't just happen when it's convenient. Morrison Incorporated, always ready. Whatever it takes since 1961.
Jeremiah's Coffee House in downtown Marietta is more than just the best coffee in town. We have a full menu of locally sourced homemade items, scratch-made breakfast items, sandwiches and wraps, soups and salads, and the tastiest desserts. We can cater your event and even provide a space for your special gathering. And of course, we have the highest quality coffee around. Stop by and see us today or check us out online. Jeremiah's Coffee House, 175 Front Street in Marietta.
Since 1992, Fasteners and Supply in Mineral Wells has been providing the Valley with the equipment necessary to get work done. Now's a great time to come by and get the unique gifts for your hard-working friends and family. From tools to safety gear and everything in between, get them something they can use this year. So stop by 387 Elizabeth Pike in Mineral Wells or call 304-489-9500 and let us help you find what you're looking for.
CAS Cable has the advertising solution for your business or event that is easy, affordable, and effective. Get your commercial seen on the most popular networks and programs and live sports that your customers are watching. CAS Cable is growing faster than ever, creating a huge audience in the Mid-Ohio Valley for you to reach with your message. If you don't have a commercial, our production department can create one that highlights your products and will get you customers. Call today to find out more about advertising with CAS Cable to boost your business. 304-420-2470.
Back here at the Rod Oldham Athletic Center, starters for PHS just announced. Number 1, Cuevon Cyrus. Number 3, Austin Fleming. Number 12, Matthew Stolnicker. Number 10, Andrew Stolnicker. And number 25, Nate Rodriguez. And we'll see the Patriot starters get introduced. Mike, I feel like I would be remiss if I did not say that this house is packed and it is electric.
Yeah, I think they're ready for a little basketball action tonight. I don't know, but something tells me by the parking lot that it's a little crazy going on in here. They're ready to deck the halls with some red, white, and blue, or depending on who you're rooting for, maybe just a little red and white.
Junior Jackson Smith coming out. Had 21 points in the win over Dublin Kaufman. Aiden Blake, 23 points against Dublin Kaufman. Nathan Plattner had himself a big game over Spring Mills. Plattner, 13 points, 10 boards, 6 blocks. Austin Reeves, 10 points and 6 assists against Spring Mills. And Cyrus Traw, the Randy Moss winner for the best wide receiver in the state of West Virginia. I know it's basketball season now, but still, that's a heck of an award to get, and I felt it needed mentioning.
Yeah, what a great season, what a great athlete, and I really think you could probably, we could have a whole probably long conversation about how that game went in the championship game, but Cyrus had a tremendous season for the Patriots. He's a tremendous target on the on the football field, and on the basketball court, he's going to be a target amongst the red and white tonight.
Side note, Randy Moss, hell of a basketball player too at DuPont.
Yeah, I guess he was kind of good, I guess.
teamed up with Jason Williams at DuPont. They were exciting to watch. Quavon Cyrus and Nathan Plotner will jump at center court to get us underway. And South will control, and Traw has it. Quickly into the front court for the Patriots. Reeves out top, checked by Rodriguez. He'll bounce it over to Blake. Quickly back to Traw outside the circle. Cyrus trying to keep a check on him. Somehow, Reeves got open, and a foul underneath.
Straight man on man, but a great screen over there on the right wing. That's what broke him open. Late side defense was, I thought it might have been a clean block. That's just me, but that's what caused that nice pass into the lane and almost a nice finish.
Foul goes on Andrew Stallnicker, his first, team's first. Puts Plotner on the line, and he bricks the first one.
Got to make them. They're free. Rattled that one home.
Good on the second one.
Immediate coverage, but PHS did a great job of breaking that.
Fleming got a shot off, no good. Quavon Cyrus couldn't track it down, knocked it over to Cyrus Traw. Traw will pull up for three. That is all net.
Yep. It's a tough thing to defend. So you're making your shots like that. PHS is going with straight man-to-man, but Cyrus said, I'm going to bust this right here, and he did.
Nate Rodriguez going to slow it up, start the half court for the Big Reds, down 4-0 here early on. Fleming, top of the key. Lucky for me, a lot of these guys wearing the same numbers they wore at football season. Fleming has a shot blocked by Plotner. Starts offense, Traw for three. Side of the iron, no good, but Plotner tracks it down on the baseline.
He was just trying to heat check right there, see how things were going.
Reeves kicks it over to Smith. That rattles in and out. Nate Rodriguez skies for the rebound.
He had a great open look. There wasn't a hand in his face. He just missed it. PHS will try to build upon try to get on the board.
And a timeout called by Parkersburg. At 6:39 first quarter, 4-0. Patriots trying to really establish the tempo and the aggressiveness here early on.
Yeah, they're moving into position. You know, again, they're just getting there. They're finding the right shot that they want. Cyrus Trow has already tried two from the outside from three-point range. Off that miss, had another try too. So they're trying to work out some early perimeter shooting. Right now, 1 of 3 in that situation. But you're right, pushing the tempo, and right now PHS has yet to get on the board.
So Quavon Cyrus, the inbound right in front of the scorer's table. And Rodriguez has it in the backcourt.
Apply a little pressure.
Here's Fleming, top of the key. Rodriguez will fire the three. No good. Rebound is by Aiden Blake and a whistle.
Yeah, there was a lot of commotion going on there down on the block.
And that is going to be Aiden Blake's first foul, team's first.
He definitely did. There was a little push off there to create separation.
Three on the way is no good from Stallnicker, but a second chance by Matthew Stallnicker. And can't get it to go, and Traw clears it.
Great defense by South. They're the ones. Ooh, that could have been a little bit of a walk right there.
And Traw gets his pocket pick. Quavon Cyrus comes away with it. And now Nate Rodriguez will walk it up the floor.
Gonna make him work. Put that pressure on there. Nice.
Drops it to Fleming, blocked again. Put back by Stallnicker, won't go. And Reeves comes down with a rebound and a whistle. And I believe that is going to be on Matt Stallnicker. And it will be his first, team's second. And we'll see David Parsons check in for Matthew Stallnicker.
PHS has had a number of looks. They've had a couple of open shots. They've had shots from the high percentage down by the block. They just cannot buy anything to fall right now.
The last one literally just hung on
it rolled over the back and just rolled off the other side.
90% of the time that goes in. Austin Reeves to walk it up the floor for the Patriots. Here in the first quarter, 4-0 South leading PHS. Into the corner to Smith. He'll fire a three. That's all window. Big rebound there from Plotner. Can't get the putback, but follows his shot and fouled on the putback. And he'll go back to the line as Quavon Cyrus picks up his first, team's third.
He was not going to be denied on that one. He actually pulled it down. He had at least one, maybe two outlets that were open for three. He said, nope, I'm going to put this one in if I can.
So Plotner will go back to the line.
Missed the first one.
Did he hit the first one? Missed it.
Missed the first one.
Now 1 for 3 from the line. Hits the second. 5-point South lead.
Pitching a shutout right now.
Press from the Patriots. Into the front court is Andrew Stolniker. Coach Chrislop calling for him to pull it back out, and Rodriguez will set up the offense. Cyrus Straw checks him out at the top of key. Over to Parsons. Parsons will pull it back out, trying to get a screen. Drives the lane, high floater off glass, not there. Plotner had it, knocked it out of bounds, off Quavon Cyrus, and it'll go to South.
I tell you, South is really, I mean, they're as advertised. They're obviously a good basketball team, but it all starts with defense, too. We know they can score the basketball. They're staying with every one of their assignments right now. PHS, I was getting some clear looks from the perimeter, but they're not getting anything that they have been can make on the inside.
Trying to lob it to Reeves, but knocked away. Big Reds have it on the rush the other way. David Parsons against Smith. Can't get it to go, but no whistle. Stolniker's putback is also not there. Plotner cleans that one up. Loose ball goes in for Austin Fleming, and the foul.
Excellent persistence, getting in there, fighting for the offensive rebound. I mean, they're just not able to buy a shot right now, but at least they're getting those offensive rebounds. That was a great exchange right there. 2, maybe 3 offensive rebounds. They're trying to force and get a couple of fouls in there, too. And right now, the officials are not blowing the whistle, but persistence worked out for PHS on that one.
Foul goes on Nathan Plotner, his first, team second. Andrew Stolniker checks out. Casey Stanley is in for the Big Reds. And Fleming on the line to try and complete the three-point play here. And he will.
5 minutes of no activity, and now they're cut the lead to 2 in just one play.
And a press from the Big Reds, broken by the Patriots into the front court. 3 from Blake.
Nice.
Swish. And the Patriots get those 3 points right back.
Excellent technique. Perfect. He was open on the wing, and not a hand in his face to stop it. Ooh.
Fleming goes cross court to Stanley. Tries to get it to Nate Rodriguez, and he does. He'll back it out between the circles. Closing in on the halfway point of the first quarter here. 8-3 South. Rodriguez pull-up jumper is good.
The art of the mid-range jumper. He found himself a nice open place, not a hand in his face, and that's important. You got to hit that shot.
Blake out of the corner for 3. He's got 2 triples in a row. Press from the Patriots. Parsons ahead to Rodriguez and into the front court. 3-on-3. Lost the handle on it. Collected by Fleming, and he gets the reverse lay-in.
A good job just being Johnny on the spot, finding the loose ball.
Jackson Smith into the front court. He'll get the floater to go.
Turnaround jumper.
And now it's a track meet.
Let's see.
You can probably hear that.
Coach says, slow down.
Thank goodness, because
I was needing oxygen. Just gave him just a little bit of it. He was just screened off for a second, but it was enough for Rodriguez to get that opening.
Is that Rodriguez for 3?
Yes.
And answered right back by Jackson Smith. He's got 5. It's 16-10. And timeout. PHS, their second of the quarter.
Well, business is picking up from behind the perimeter. There's no doubt. They're definitely not shy with the three-point shot, and lately it has been very, very hot. Both teams actually have been pretty hot from there.
Second timeout spent by PHS here in the first quarter. I mean, you hate to use them this early, but you've got to do something to slow this offense down, and if it's stop the game.
Just somehow disrupt it, and you're right. I mean, you've got so many, you can't take them with you, so use it and see what you can do. But yeah, I mean, right now, it's just right now, I've used this term 3 times already, but it's a heat check right now. The South is not, they have no reason to stop now. They're hitting the shot. Keep getting it. If you're going to give it to us, we're going to take it. And PHS just has to disrupt the flow right now for South.
Nate Rodriguez with 5 points. Austin Fleming with 5 points. That's all 10 for PHS. Cyrus Traw with 3. Jackson Smith with 5. Nathan Plotner with 2. Aiden Blake with 6. And that's your scoring for the Patriots.
And they said, all right, you call the timeout, we're going to press.
Press from the Patriots. Rodriguez ahead to Parsons and into the front court. Under 3 to go, first quarter, 16-10. South has led the whole way. Rodriguez, top of the key. In and out, no good. Rebound by the Patriots and Aiden Blake.
Again, tried to use the screen. It worked the last time. He had an open look that time because of the screen. Just couldn't make the shot.
Underneath Plotner, skyhook, not there. Rodriguez cleans it up.
Blake looked like he
that was Blake with the turnaround. Rodriguez hurries his shot. Scoop isn't there. Reeves comes away with it for the Patriots. He'll try the no-look to Cyrus Traw. It goes off the end line. PHS ball.
Too far underneath with that pass. Yeah, I know the defense right now for South is causing PHS probably to move at a pace that they don't want to. It's out of necessity, but yeah, they definitely did hurry that last shot.
Fleming in for Cyrus for the Big Reds. Blake and Reeves check out for the Patriots, and Micaiah Jones and Cole Joy check in. Off the mark, but the Big Reds keep it. And here's Rodriguez out top. Micaiah Jones picks him up. Kicks it over to Andrew Stallnicker. Back to Rodriguez. Drives in at the elbow and back out to Stallnicker. Thought about the shot. Out to, and they'll reset it. Rodriguez, long three. Can't get it to go. Followed up by Matthew Stallnicker. He can't get it. Fleming has it. Fade away from him is good.
And again, good persistence right there off the 2 missed shots. Keep getting those second chances.
Joy right down the lane, can't get it to go.
Oh my goodness there.
Cyrus Traw makes the steal and he lays it up and in. He's got 5 points.
As soon as he stepped in there, double team, and they just plucked the ball away from him to get that shot.
And a foul called on Cyrus Traw, his first, team's third. And we will see checking in Tristan Walker. And 32 is Seth Meadows for the Patriots. 18-12. South has led the whole way. Inbounded to Fleming. And he's not doing anything. There he goes. All right. Backs in at the elbow. Fadeaway is well off the mark and rebounded by Jones.
Good
and
defense
picked
by
off,
PHS.
going the other way, Matthew Stallnicker over to David Parsons. Fouled on the way up. Oh no, he's going to be called for a travel.
I'm not shocked by that call. It was not real graceful going in there. He kind of went up with one leg. He had the ball in the other arm. It was, a little bit of an awkward sequence there, so I'm not real shocked by that.
Parsons and Rodriguez out. Cyrus and Trey Wilson in for the Big Reds. 30 seconds to go here in the opening quarter, and it has been a fun one thus far. Out top is Cole Joy, working between the circles against Quavon Cyrus. Patriots content to hold it for one more shot here in the first quarter. Inside 10, Joy looking for somewhere to go, and a whistle. And he's going to be fouled. Is that going to go on Matthew Stallnicker, his second?
Yeah, and South got bailed out there because that was a bad pass, but they're going to get a foul on the weak side away from the ball.
Matthew Stallnicker out. Casey Stanley is in. That's team foul number 4 on the Big Reds.
And we're getting that PHS South chippiness that we've seen many times over the years.
And Meadows to inbound right in front of the peep in the student section. Blake double teamed, has it knocked away, trying to get a shot off.
Good if it goes.
Off the glass, no good, and that's how the first quarter ends. 18-12, South leads the Big Reds. You're watching high school basketball presented by Stately Law and Mediation here on CAS 45.
I sincerely hope you never need my services because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
At One Community, we know you're spending more time at home lately. From snow days to sick days, One Community has you covered. With our online banking and mobile app, you can manage your accounts, pay bills, make deposits, apply for loans, even open a new account. It's easy, safe, and secure from anywhere on your time. So stay warm, stay well, stay home. Visit onecommunityfcu.org to get started now. One Community Federal Credit Union, ready for your future.
We check that One Community Federal Credit Union scoreboard. It has the Patriots leading the Big Reds 18-12 as we start the second quarter. My name is Brian Guthrie. That guy is Mike Cameron. This place is filled to the rafters.
It is.
The ROAC is a ROACin'. No, I tried too hard. Wasn't there.
It is quite active.
Big Reds will have it to start the second quarters. Andrew Stallnecker back to Nate Rodriguez out between the circles. BHS started this game in it was at least a 5-0 hole, if not more, and have rebounded well as Quavon Cyrus tries to drive and get it to go. Can't get it to go. Austin Reeves will push the other way. Push it real good. Cyrus Traw in the corner. He'll go baseline. Now cross court to Jackson Smith. Back of the iron, no good. 3 Big Reds there to collect it, and Fleming has it.
Wow.
Tries the outlet to Matthew Stallnecker, knocked away by Reeves. Good heads-up play by Reeves to keep Stallnecker away from a wide-open basket.
No, crazy pass, though. He didn't even look. He knew that his guy was down there. He was just hoping to make the connection. PHS did a good job of getting back, defensing, or South, excuse me, did a great job of getting back and defensing that play.
Reeves off the inbound, doesn't get it to go. Traw skies for the rebound. No good on the other end for the Patriots. Nate Rodriguez will push it. Nice dish to Cyrus, and he'll lay it up and in. First bucket for senior Quavon Cyrus, and it's 18-14.
Good finish, and they just have to move so rapidly. They covered quite a bit of the court right there. Good finish on the play.
Here's Blake. He'll drive the lane. Tries to dump it off underneath to Plotner. Not there. But a foul called on Austin Fleming. His first, team foul number 6. And Plotner goes back to the line for the 3rd time tonight, where he is 2 of 4.
Again, that's something that they're obviously establishing. They're trying to get it to the block. And if he can't make the shot, they're just going to hope that they keep fouling him. But
Parsons.
Even that play right there was not real crisp. They did not get him a great pass. He just was pretty athletic in making that move.
David Parsons checks back in for the Big Reds as Plotner hits them both. Press from the Patriots with a 6-point lead. And Nate Rodriguez will bring it across the timeline. A frenetic pace here in the opening half for both of these teams. Nice dish from Parsons, but Fleming cannot hit the reverse, and the Patriots come away with it. Traw into the front court. Over to Smith. Now Reeves. Back to Traw in the corner. Fires a 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound Smith. Double teamed underneath. I thought we were going to get a tie-up, but got knocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with South as Casey Stanley is in, and Andrew Stallnecker will check out.
Rodriguez is one of those classic players that just stays in your business all day long, and that's what he did there. He was able, just came out of nowhere, got him tied up, knocked it out of bounds. Even though South stays with the ball, they forced that inbound, and lots of bad things can happen.
Blake for 3. That's not good. Rodriguez tips the rebound out back to Blake, and he lays it in.
Blake was just right place, right time. Got the errant rebound, put it back in.
Aiden Blake has 8 points. And the lead is back to 8.
And on the made shot, lots of pressure.
Coach Chrislip calling for his Big Reds to slow down. Parsons curls around. He'll fire the 3. That is too strong. Stanley, nice job tipping it back out to Cyrus. His putback is not there, but he gets a whistle as he goes to the floor.
Yeah, Stanley gets the gold star on that play, just keeping it alive. Jumping up there, skying above everybody else, tipping it to a teammate, and see what you can happen after that.
Jackson Smith picks up his first foul, team foul number 4, and Quavon Cyrus on the line for the first time tonight. Shorts the first one.
I mean, it's quite obvious, but PHS is going to have to find somebody that's going to get hot. They're putting up a lot of shots, not making a lot of shots. Somebody's going to have to start hitting from the perimeter.
Yeah, Casey Stanley checks out. Matthew Stallnecker checks back in. Stallnecker already with 2 fouls. And Cyrus misses them both.
Not helpful to the cause.
Scoring when the clock stopped is how you get into heaven. I firmly believe that. Jackson Smith, top of the key, over to Blake. Rims out that 3, but Plotner collects it. He goes back up with it, going to be fouled. And I believe that's going to be on Austin Fleming. That'll be his second.
Plotner has a distinct advantage on anybody on the court right now. Length of arms, taller than everybody else, and a nose for the basketball. Off that missed shot, nobody was going to stop in on that one.
Plotner, all his points have come from the charity stripe. And that is team foul 6. And he bricks the first one. Micaiah Jones checks back in for South. And Plotner hits the second one.
He's been pretty much 1 of 2 every time, hasn't he?
1 of 2, 1 of 2, 2 of 2, 1 of 2.
All right. That was close.
I'll give you a percentage if I do math today, but I don't see it happening. And Parsons steps on the near side sideline and a turnover.
Pressure defense once again causing the mistake right there, right in front of us.
Biggest lead of the game so far for South at 9 points. And Jackson Smith will check out. Braden Townsend, number 11, will check in, as well as Seth Meadows, as Plotner will head to the seats.
He needs to sit down. That kid's been working really hard, Plotner. He's playing really good basketball. He's the target because he's so dang tall on the block. And he has, other than the fact he's been not tremendous from the free throw line, he's still hitting 1 or 2. He's been making an impact.
Plotner, 6 blocks against Spring Mills back on the 16th. Patriots working it around. Reeves will back it out between the circles. Drops it off for Jones, around to Trawl. Tries to curl in, but he gets cut off by Stallnecker. Drops his shoulder, Euro step, and gets it to fall. Cyrus Trawl with 7 points, and the lead is 11.
Euro step, all the rage right now.
All the cool kids are doing it. Quavon Cyrus back to Rodriguez. Big Reds worked real hard to get back into this game and now have watched the lead slowly go out to 11 as Parsons' 3 is off the mark, but a nice putback from Matthew Stallnecker, his first bucket of the game.
Stallnecker stayed with it, was right there, fought hard for the rebound putback, and they need that. They're going to keep trying from the perimeter and missing. They got to get those offensive rebounds.
Traw thinking about it. Will go just inside the line, and he'll hit that one. And Cyrus Traw is starting to heat up. Fleming the other way. Hill will lay it up and in. Austin Fleming having himself a first half.
Traw was so fast, he got back, and he could stand there and make the defensive move. He wasn't able to knock it away, but he was still there.
Micaiah Jones for 3, and he's fouled.
And he will go to the line for 3.
Matthew Stallnecker is going to pick up foul number 3. We'll see Micaiah Jones go to the line, the senior, to shoot 3. with a lead of 9. And now it's 10.
We're going to have some couple of changes here in a bit.
Casey Stanley, Andrew Stallnecker coming back in for the Big Reds. We'll see Aiden Blake back in for the Patriots. Micaiah Jones trying to go 3 for 3, and he does. Lead out to 12.
Quietly out to 12.
Cyrus trying to get the long inbound, goes into the scorer's table. Who's it staying with? Staying with
Going to stay with PHS
Parkersburg.
because Meadows took it out of bounds, but Coach Fallon very happy with that effort.
Quavon Cyrus in center of the scorer's table. Into Nate Rodriguez. 3 minutes and change here in the second quarter. Here's Rodriguez trying to find some space. Nothing there. Big Red's showing some patience. Patriots actually laying back a little bit. Rodriguez, nice dish to Fleming. Just about lost the handle. Now he's double teamed and fouled underneath.
Yeah, that
24, that is going to be Aiden Blake's second.
That dribble drive came in a little bit hot from Rodriguez. He did a good job of just kind of collecting it. Yeah, on the backside, Aiden Blake, a little bit boisterous on that foul call.
Austin Fleming at the line for the second time tonight, 1 of 1 already this evening. And 2 of 2. Mason Reams in for the Patriots as Blake heads to the chairs. Fleming, the southpaw, can't get it to go in. Traw into the front court.
Shake and shimmy.
Shake and bake. I'll be the magic man if you be El Diablo. Here's Cyrus Traw thought about pulling the trigger, doesn't. Over to Reeves. And now Reeves, Euro step. And can't get it to go. Rolls around up there forever. Nate Rodriguez saves it in, and the Big Reds will get it. Nice hustle by Rodriguez.
Nice hustle. Keeping the play alive. PHS need a ton of stops and need a ton of shots.
Big Red's working it around. Rodriguez is going to shoot it from the parking lot. That is offline. Rebound Micaiah Jones. Hands it off to Reeves, and he will push the tempo into the front court. His drive is wild off shot, got his own rebound, and now going to be pulled back out by Meadows, and the Patriots will restart the offense with under 90 seconds to go.
PHS is showing patience down 11. South is being much more aggressive with the lead at the moment.
Jones curls in, floater not there, follows his shot and gets it up and in. Micaiah Jones now with 5. Minute to go here in the first half. Fleming into the front court. Tries to get it to Rodriguez, threw it away. And it'll roll to the other end of the court. That'd be Patriot ball.
Two programs that are in kind of different places right now. I mean, you can just tell right now South they're running their sets. They're good at shooting from the perimeter. Strong inside presence too. PHS right now is just still kind of working at that. We're gonna go ahead and reset on that one. Cyrus is gonna let Rodriguez come to him.
Closing in on 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And the Patriots are going to set on it. Up 13.
They're telling them to stay back. Now here they come.
Started at 5, and a foul called as Andrew Stallnecker went out to try and force the issue, and it's going to be called for a reach. It'll be his second foul. Team foul number 7. And they should be shooting the rest of the way. And they will, as Reeves will go to the line for the first time tonight.
Trout will get a seat for probably the final 15 seconds.
Joy and Plotner will check in for the last 15 seconds as Reeves, first time at the line, no points yet. Also Jackson Smith back on the floor for the Patriots, leading 32-19. Reeves to shoot 1 and 1 as 8 team fouls on the Big Reds, and he'll hit the first. Austin Reeves, 10 points and 6 assists in the 10-point win over Spring Mills on the 16th. First point of the game here tonight. He dropped them both.
It is no
15
joke.
seconds left.
These guys have lots of weapons.
10 seconds with Stallnecker. Out to Rodriguez. Tipped out by South. Stays with the Big Reds with 8 seconds on the clock.
See if we can get something here from the perimeter, go in with a little bit of a high note.
Rodriguez going to be picked up by Jones in the backcourt. Jones finds some room, tries to dump it off underneath. Who to go off of?
One saying one, the other saying, now they're going to get together and say it's
white ball.
belongs to
Rodriguez
South.
can't believe it with 2 seconds on the clock. And surprised they're not pressuring this a little bit as A.J. Ellis is going to get the check in for Fleming. And here Coach Chrislip says, go get down on the ball, as Ellis is a big body to sit down there and try and burn the last couple seconds off this clock. A 15-point lead as Reeves gets it in, heaves it, and that's way too strong. And that's how the first half ends. Parkersburg South 34, PHS 19. We'll take a short timeout, come back, get you the scoring for the first half, and take a look at some highlights as you continue to watch high school basketball. Glad you're here. Presented by Staley Law and Mediation on CAS 45.
I was in a traffic accident. I went from working 70 to 80 hours a week to all of a sudden being stuck with 2 broken legs in a wheelchair. The scariest thing in my life. I thought I was just going to be alone, start losing everything that I've worked so hard for my family. And when I met Jim Staley, he sat me down, we were able to talk, he was very nice, explained to me the process we were going to take and how he was going to be able to help me and my family going forward. And the fact that somebody will fight for you is pretty inspiring.
I would describe it as a hands-on class where we learn important skills that help with firefighting, hazmat, with our EMT.
Even if it's not something they plan to use as a career, it's still a great class.
As the Southern Bells entertain the crowd here at the ROAC Scott Stevens Court at Parkersburg South High School. At the half, it is South 34 and PHS 19 scoring for the Big Reds. Austin Fleming leads the way with 10. Nate Rodriguez has 5. Matthew Stallnaker has 2, and Quavon Cyrus has 2. 4 guys. That's it. South, death by 1,000 paper cuts. Cyrus Traw with 9. Aiden Blake with 8. Nathan Plotner with 5. Jackson Smith with 5. Mike Hyatt-Jones with 5. And Austin Reed with 2. And Mike, it's you said it just kind of on the fly. So many weapons for the Patriots. So many weapons. This is why they're state runner-up and why they are expected to be back in that game again this year.
You got great athletes. I mean, you know the names. We say them all the time. We've said them for a couple of different sports too, so you know the names. But they just keep coming at you, and they're making the shots tonight. And again, another thing that I said earlier on is that right now, even with the big lead, it seems like South is still the aggressor, whereas PHS is still trying to find out that right combination. They're trying to get that right shot. Right now, it's okay to be a little patient, but sooner or later, we're going to have to start chucking up some shots and see how we're doing.
As we'll check out the highlights here of the first half. It took PHS a while to get on the board. Meanwhile, South was pressing the tempo, getting into the front court, and as soon as somebody got an open look from behind the arc, they let it fly. We saw Aiden Blake hit a couple of triples. We had Jackson Smith hit a triple. Cyrus Traw hit a triple. I think, who was it? Aiden Blake hit back-to-back threes. So it was really just as soon as they could get it into the front court, if you gave them an open look, somebody was taking a shot.
And he was not only hitting from the perimeter as well, but he was also good on the offensive glass. We just saw in that last one, too, off the missed shot. He got in there, made the immediate putback. And, of course, you're going to get what you get with Cyrus, too.
On the other end, PHS doing a good job working the glass. As you see, Matthew Stallnaker follow the shot and get it back in. So PHS is hanging as best as could be expected for a team that comes in knowing they're going to be outgunned. You're going to have to play mistake-free basketball.
Exactly. I was just going to say they're kind of holding on for dear life right now. But, I mean, they're here. They're still here. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Get a couple of good shots. They've had good looks tonight from the perimeter. Not a lot of them are falling right now. We just got to start. I mean, I said it earlier, a couple of shots and a couple of stops. I know it's easy to say, easier said than done when you got this South team and dealing with them. But that's it right now. They've got to just hold South to one shot and do the most that they can possibly do with their offensive.
We're going to take a timeout, come back, get you ready for the second half. It is South 34, PHS 19, the Crosstown Showdown. Early on here in the 2022-23 season, it's high school basketball presented by Staley Law and Mediation here on CAS 45.
Have you been considering replacing your home comfort system? Grog's Home Services has a holiday deal for you. We're offering up to 20% off a new heating and cooling system when you install this holiday season. That's right. When you get a new heating and cooling system installed by Grog's Home Services before January 1st, you'll get up to 20% off. This is one holiday offer you won't want to miss. Contact Grog's Home Services today to learn more about this incredible offer.
Think Penguin, think Grog's.
I highly recommend Bowling and Dunn Family Dentistry. They make you feel so comfortable and provide you with quality care.
Everyone is very friendly and very helpful.
They're always smiling here, and I trust them with my smile.
They are very professional and good at informing you of what they are doing before they do it.
What's important to you is important to us. Bowling and Dunn Family Dentistry. Welcome to our practice.
My pups and our GoWorks staff are ready to help you this year at Christmas with what other jewelry stores don't. Mark Armstrong's GoWorks, without a doubt, has the largest variety of one-of-a-kind jewelry you just can't find at other jewelry stores. Come see for yourself and see why we are the only true full-service jewelry store in the Mid-Ohio Valley. If other area jewelers have trusted me for over 45 years, shouldn't you?
You are looking at the new approach to help keep your spine in line. The Cox Table gently restores strength and flexibility of the neck and low back, providing treatment for bulging discs, arthritis, degeneration, and all bones out of place. The Cox technique is known to reduce or eliminate your dependency on over-the-counter and prescription pain medication and even help to avoid spinal surgery. The Cox Technique and Falwell Chiropractic Clinic, your answer to relief.
When you call the Basement Doctor West Virginia, you know you've called the right place. We'll help you solve the worst problems in your basement or crawl space, from bowed walls, cracks to water, mold, and more.
Our experienced and well-trained crews will carry out the repairs, leaving you with a drier, cleaner, healthier, safer, and more energy-efficient home. Plus, you get a lifetime transportable warranty.
You can trust the Basement Doctor of West Virginia. Call now at 877-DRY-TIME or visit basementdoctorwv.com.
Christmas is just around the corner. At Carl's Pawn Shop, you can find something for everyone on your list. We have affordable prices on quality, name brand merchandise such as jewelry, electronics, tools, firearms, American-made safes, and more. Our inventory changes daily. Stop by and see us on Emerson Avenue or on Division Street. Like us on Facebook and check us out online at carlspawnshops.com.
It's always fun to see what's new at Carl's. Carl's Pawn Shop.
Jeremiah's Coffee House in downtown Marietta is more than just the best coffee in town. We have a full menu of locally sourced homemade items, scratch-made breakfast items, sandwiches and wraps, soups and salads, and the tastiest desserts. We can cater your event and even provide a space for your special gathering. And of course, we have the highest quality coffee around. Stop by and see us today or check us out online. Jeremiah's Coffee House, 175 Front Street in Marietta.
'Tis the season for gift giving, which means 'tis the season for a visit to Crown Decor and Gifts. Think of Crown for your gourmet food bags and gift tins. What about a fruit basket mixed with house-made fudge and Cheryl's cookies? Inspirational devotionals and candles are always a no-fail gift. Or it may be naked bead lotion sets, jewelry, or best of all, a Crown gift card. You may have no idea about the vast amount of Christmas gifts that Santa has left at Crown this year. After all, we are Santa approved. At Crown Decor and Gifts, shop until 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday and Sunday 1 to 6.
Getting ready for the second half here at Parkersburg South High School. Brian and Mike, 34-19. Happy to have you tuned in. Fantastic crowd here at the Rod Oldham Athletic Center, Scott Stevens Court, for the Crosstown Showdown. A little pre-Christmas treat for you, Mikey.
I know. I mean, again, I could be wrong. It just seems like they had not had this rivalry game so early in the season. So maybe you're just trying to get that. You know, the schools are off pretty much after tomorrow, right? So maybe they're thinking having the teams as close as they are, they can go ahead and get some of these games in. Coming up on Friday, though, that might be the case. It might not be the case, even though the fact that they're so close.
Yeah, a weather system expected to move in on Thursday, so we'll have to play Friday by ear because we're expected to be at the Fieldhouse Friday night for the girls' version of this matchup. But we'll see what the weather kind of dictates for us.
I hated it when my dad said "we'll see." It usually meant no.
That's funny. That's what I mean when I say it too.
I know. I've used that in my repertoire as well.
Arrow will go with South to start the second half with a 15-point lead. South started fast and has led this entire way.
And that lead got out very quietly, too.
Shaw in the corner to Blake. 3 on the way, and he's got it.
Much like how he began the first half.
Quavon Cyrus, he'll drive the lane. Nice dish along the baseline. Won't go for Fleming. And South will come away with it the other end. Those are the kind of trips PHS cannot have. As Fleming tries to pick Cyrus Traw's pocket, doesn't get it, and Cyrus swings into the lane for an easy bucket.
And 2 possessions and 5-point swing for South right now. And you're right. I mean, PHS has to have more fruitful possessions. They had a good look at it right there, just didn't finish.
15 points turns into 20 in a hurry. 39-19, a minute into the third quarter. Nate Rodriguez, jumper from the line is good.
And that didn't come easy either. He had to shake his defender in. Here's a couple there in his face.
Jackson Smith for 3, and he drains it. He's got 8, and the Patriots can't miss. Timeout, PHS, their third.
There's not a whole lot of defenses out there that are really going to do much when the team that you're playing is shooting 100% from the field in that half. So doesn't matter what they're doing right now. If South can't miss, PHS is not going to be able to get back into this game.
And it's amazing. Just you said, I said the lead kind of ballooned quickly, and you said quietly, and it's 9. Well, now it's 15.
Yeah.
Now it's 21.
Out of nowhere. They're not. I mean, it's not really dynamic other than the fact that they're just hitting their shots. They've attempted 3 shots in this second half, and they've made all 3 of them in this quarter. So, again, PHS is just not going to be able to do much about that. You got to figure they're going to miss sooner or later, but
I mean, you can't hit them all, right?
you just can't hit them all.
You can hit most of them. That's a thing. Our thanks to Staley Law and Mediation for sponsoring our basketball season this year, and One Community Federal Credit Union for sponsoring our scoreboard here this basketball season.
South is not content on just letting this go either. Off the timeout, immediate pressure. PHS breaks it, but not
Stanley
easily.
Head to Cyrus, to Fleming, too far under the basket, has to kick it back out to Stallnicker, who hits the 3.
There you go.
Stallnicker's first bucket of the game is a triple. Reeves has to pull it back out to Traw. Traw's turnaround, it's good. Your Moss Award winner has 13. Casey Stanley will go coast to coast, lays it up and in, and gets the foul. Casey Stanley's first bucket of the game. And the foul will go on Jackson Smith, his second, team's first of the second half.
He took it upon himself. He got the inbound turnaround. Nobody was there finally to make that kind of disruption. He took it all the way to the rack and said, all right, let's see what we can do. I'll start right now.
Stanley misses the freebie, though. And just like that, South is into the front court, knocked out of bounds, but they'll keep it.
And that was effortless, too. It was just a nice baseball pass that went from one arc all the way to the far corner. He caught it in stride. It just got knocked out of his hands.
Jackson Smith off the mark. Loose ball. And a whistle as Rodriguez had it. Who's the foul going to go on? Austin Reeves will pick up his first foul, team foul 2.
All right, got your stop. Break this press and get a good shot again.
Stanley to inbound, gets it over to Rodriguez and knocked away by Reeves, and a whistle. Is it a foul or just an out of bounds?
Out of bounds, but Reeves thought for sure he knocked it off of a PHS player. He's not going to get the call, though.
Parsons will come back in, Andrew Stallnicker to check out. As Nathan Plotner guarding the inbound. Casey Stanley lobs to the other end to Fleming. Fleming, turnaround in the lane, nice job, looks good. And Fleming has his first bucket of the second half. He's got 12. Baseball pass into the front court is a turnover, and it'll go back to the Big Reds.
Fleming did a great job of breaking away quietly. They got him a good pass and a good finish, and then causing South to finally make a mistake.
Not a lot of unforced errors for the Patriots tonight, as Quavon Cyrus had it knocked away by Cyrus Traw, and it'll stay with PHS. And it looks like Quavon got kind of the alligator arms as he saw Cyrus Traw coming. And it turns to be his advantage.
And he had to inbound right in front of the South student section, and they were hooting and hollering right in his ear with the megaphone. Oh.
Rodriguez gets his pocket picked on the baseline. Reeves pushing the other way. He'll drop it off for Plotner. Weaves his way down to the basket, and he lays it up and in. That's Plotner's first field goal. The rest of his points came from the line. He's got 7.
And great athleticism, too, because he actually was not expecting that pass. He was able to make a good play underneath.
Blake gets it underneath to Plotner. Back out and around to Jackson, and he can't get it to go. Fleming has it. And the Big Reds trying to run this tempo, and now maybe they'll slow it down a little bit as Rodriguez looks like he's sucking air. I'm exhausted just watching this.
Yeah, I'm definitely gassed.
Puts the brakes on, tries to go off glass, not there. Cyrus with the putback, and it's good. Quavon Cyrus has 4 tonight, and the lead is back down to 16.
Offensive rebounding a bit more of a priority for PHS.
Spin move from Cyrus Straw, and he's going to be fouled. That's going to go on David Parsons. His first, team's second or first? Team's first, I believe. And Cyrus Straw on the line to shoot 2, his first trip to the line tonight. 13 points for Cyrus Straw this evening. Hits the first one. Substitutions abound for both teams.
And again, with the tempo being as it is, the coaches, both coaches, even South with the big lead right now, they're going to be forced to do a lot of substituting just to keep everybody as fresh as they can.
Straw hits them both.
Especially when you apply the pressure that they're applying on defense right now. That takes a lot out of you too. So South is going to have to sub a lot.
Rodriguez floats it into the corner to Parsons. 3 on the way, too strong. Micaiah Jones with the rebound. And Jackson Smith comes away with it. Into the front court, knocked away. And it's going to be Andrew Stonecker that has it. Over to Nate Rodriguez. Across the timeline. 3 on 3, and he will go the whole way. Wild shot off the mark, no whistle underneath. And here comes South back the other way. Referees swallowing their whistles here for the last couple of minutes.
And again, it might have something to do with the fact that it was so crazy going into the way he was going into the shot right there.
Long 3 from Traw is off the mark. Rodriguez and Jones going for it underneath. Rodriguez wanted to push. Instead, it'll be South basketball. And Rodriguez has a cut on his arm. And they're trying to get an official timeout to get him checked out and replaced by Quavon Cyrus. 48-30. And blood on the floor? I think that's what they're looking at.
I don't know how it couldn't. He was gushed open all the way to the bench area.
And we will have an official timeout as they're going to have to clean the floor up. Trying to get the trainers down here to tape up Nate Rodriguez. And the officials are trying to find something to clean the floor up
I was going to say they should have enough time to do that now because there's going to have to be a cleanup on aisle 3 here.
Ain't nobody got some Windex? We got some Clorox wipes? We got some Clorox wipes out in the truck if you want them. Next up for these teams, PHS on Thursday will have their first home game against Wheeling Park. Parkersburg South set to play in a holiday tournament here at the ROAC on December 29th and 30th.
You got to love that holiday basketball. Nothing else better to do, right?
Bring in the new year, yeah.
That's right.
High school basketball, got some bowl games. And now we've got
Jennifer Knoll, athletic director, now mopping up.
All-purpose athletic director.
All hands on deck.
In other news, the Cotton Eye Joe is playing, and I don't know how to deal with that. Mike, where did he come from? Where did he go?
And I just happen to be right next to the computer that's playing it. I might be able to do something about that.
If you don't put Sticks Lady on there, I think you're missing an opportunity to educate these kids.
I think
by the way, Director Jeremy was a huge fan of you being a doctor of proctology, by the way. He's like, what is that? I was like, he's been doing that for years.
Progressive rock music. It's a lost art.
Quick inbounds and up and in is Meadows. His first bucket of the game, and the lead is back out to 20 for the Patriots.
I was so enthralled by the cleanup there, I didn't even know the game had started back up.
Andrew Stallnecker, his shot is off the mark. Joy with the rebound underneath and a foul on the floor.
You're going to get Cole Joy there with the push-off. It's physiologically impossible to jump straight up in the air and move like that. He had a little bit of help with that one.
His first, team's third. Rodriguez back in after getting his elbow taped up. Inbounds to Parsons.
Nice.
Underneath to Stallnecker, and he lays it up and in. Matthew Stallnecker has 4 points. Joy to Meadows. Over to Jones. Micaiah Jones, his floater is short. Cyrus Traw cleans it up amongst 3 Big Reds. Quick turnaround from Traw, and it's good.
That just can't
Almost
happen.
Effortless.
I was going to say, it just can't happen, too, because that ball landed in a place where 3 red shirts were, and Trow came away with the rebound, and he's ended up scoring the points.
Rodriguez fouled on his shot, and he will go to the line. Seth Meadows will pick up his first, team's 4th, and Nate Rodriguez at the line for the first time tonight. It's the first one. Hits them both, makes it look easy. Rodriguez has 9. Lead down to 18. Good ball movement from the Patriots as Smith hits another 3. Jackson Smith, his 3rd triple of the game.
I was going to say, that kid is he is on fire, and it's effortless. He gets it on the open court, right on the perimeter with no problem at all.
Rodriguez gets his pocket picked by Joy from behind. Loose ball, scrum on the floor. And are we going to have our first jump ball of the night? Or are they going to call foul? What do we call? Jump ball?
I never did see an official.
They didn't do the thumbs, did
they?
They
Didn't do the thumbs.
What's a brother got to do to get some thumbs around here? Jump ball, and it'll stay with the Big Reds with 2:09 left here in the 3rd quarter. Inbound to Fleming, hands to Rodriguez. Tries to pass, goes off of Traw's leg. Stays with the Big Reds. Cyrus to inbound right in front of his own bench. Out between the circles is Rodriguez, over to Fleming in front of the student section. Underneath to Cyrus, and he'll be fouled by Jackson Smith, and that'll be his 3rd.
Good rotation that time. They just swung it around the perimeter. Cyrus, who's the one who inbounded the ball, found himself a nice open patch underneath. They got him a good pass. Smith was just a bit late there, and that's why he got called for the foul.
Quavon Cyrus, 4 points tonight, 0 for 2 from the stripe, and finally hits the first one. You were worried about that one.
I mean, it's been a hit or miss all night long, and that one looked like it was going to pop back out.
Jackson Smith will have a seat. We'll see senior Alec Marshall for the first time tonight. Quavon Cyrus hits them both.
Go.
He's got 6. It's a 19-point game.
I was just going to say, quietly back to 19 points, though.
Knocked out of bounds as Blake tries to drive, and it'll stay with South. Joy lobs it into Traw. Just so smooth. Kid doesn't even look like he's trying, and it goes in.
And that one didn't seem like, that one seemed like that could have been a walk, but they didn't call it.
Big Reds almost lose it coming across the timeline. Instead, Rodriguez will take it all the way to the rack. Scoop shot's not there. Cyrus with the follow-up and a whistle.
Rodriguez is trying. He's trying to penetrate. He's trying to get the defense to come to him. He's trying to get these shots to fall. They're not, but good thing on that play, Quavon was there to clean up. And even though he didn't get the shot to fall, now he didn't get the free throw to fall either.
Seth Meadows picks up the foul. His second, team 6. Cyrus hits the back end. Leads back to 20. Minute 20 left. Cole Joy gets his pocket picked by Quavon Cyrus. 2-on-1, and Cyrus will lay it up and in. And Quavon Cyrus coming on here in the second half.
And a steal because Joy was not looking at the inbound pass.
Rodriguez throws up an air ball. A 2-on-1, you can't have that.
That's a tough possession.
Blake drops it for Meadows. Meadows out to Joy. His jumper is good.
Nice
Cole
finish.
Joy's first basket of the game. Inbound almost picked off. Parsons trying to push it ahead with 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Fleming top of the key. Stutter step, spin around. Does everybody do the same move as Fleming misses the shot, goes to the ground, but will collect the foul? Is that stutter step and a spin around? I've seen at least 5 guys do that. Foul's going to go on Alec Marshall.
All have the same choreographer.
His first. Team foul 7, and Austin Fleming is to the line for the 3rd time tonight, 2 of 3 thus far. Fleming with 12 points, Maker 13. Quavon Cyrus out, Casey Stanley in, David Parsons out, Matthew Stallnecker in, Austin Reeves back in for the Patriots. Fleming 3 of 4 from the line. 3 of 5 from the line.
Stallnecker had his fingertips on it, just could not control.
30 seconds left in the frame. Here's Reeves out top working against Casey Stanley. Patriots showing patience again here late in the quarters. Trying to get the shot they want, even though just the natural movement of the game is giving them the shot they want more often than not. Reeves will hoist the 3. It is in and out. Loose ball underneath. Aiden Blake has it, and he's fouled on the putback.
Again, just
and he will go back to the line.
Right at the right place.
Foul goes on Matthew Stallnecker. That's his 4th. Team's foul 2nd. His 4th. Team foul 2. Blake shooting 2. Hits the 1st. Got it all out. Just took me a second. His first trip to the line.
These Patriots have a nose for the ball. They're ready on the missed shot to get that offensive rebound.
Hits them both. He's got 13. Meadows out. Plotner back in. Rodriguez back in for the Big Reds. And they will let the time expire. A 15-point game at the half is a 21-point game as we go to the 4th. 61-40. South leads the Big Reds. You're watching high school basketball presented by Staley Law and Mediation here on CAS 45.
I sincerely hope you never need my services because my firm represents people that have been seriously hurt in automobile accidents. I'm Jim Staley, and I've seen the devastating effects that those accidents can have, not only on those who are injured, but also on those who are at fault. Don't drive distracted. Put down the phone. It can wait until you get where you're going. Staley Law and Mediation, advocating for victims of serious personal injury.
I would describe it as a hands-on class where we learn important skills that help with firefighting, hazmat, with our EMT.
Even if it's not something they plan to use as a career, it's still a great class.
8 minutes left to go in the game, 61-40. South leads PHS. Brian Guthrie, Mike Cameron, happy to have you tuned in. And South will start the fourth quarter with the basketball and a 21-point lead. Cyrus Traw on the right side. Looking for a little bit of room against Matthew Stallnicker. There's that spin move. Scoop shot, that one won't go. Loose ball underneath, knocked out of bounds. And it'll be Big Red basketball.
Yeah, he had a little degree of difficulty on that one with the finger roll scoop there. Wasn't able to finish.
And Stallnicker steps on the end line, trying to inbound it, and immediately turns it back over. By the way, finger roll scoop will be my new band name.
You're welcome.
Lob into Plotner, and he lays it up and in.
I call that play throw it to the tallest kid. I know it's very technical.
It's first page in the playbook. Fleming goes high off glass, can't get it to go. Plotner rejects Stallnicker. Fleming tries to get the turnaround. That one won't go, and Smith comes away with it. Plotner made that one go away in a hurry. And Plotner will be fouled on the other end. It's going to go against Andrew Stallnicker. That'll be his third, team foul number 3. And we'll see Nathan Plotner at the line again.
Stallnicker's got about 7 fouls between them, do they not? I think that was just, he came up on the weak side there, tried to make just try to knock it away. And I think it was a bit of a surprise they called the foul on that.
Plotner hits the first one. He is 5 of 8 from the line tonight. 6 of 9. And the lead is quietly to 25. Stallnicker just about traveled with that one. Here's Rodriguez. Pull up from the line is good. Smooth shot from Nate Rodriguez. He's got 11. Into the front court. Cyrus Traw for 3. That is off of everything. And Parsons will bring it up the floor. Quickly trapped. Patriots unrelenting on the defensive end. Here's Stallnicker for 3, and he hits it. Andrew Stallnicker has 6 points, both triples here in the second half.
Good look, good rotation, patient basketball. Unfortunately, you really can't be patient at this point, but they still worked for a very good, quick perimeter shot.
Patriots not taking their foot off the gas at all. Smith fires a 3, too strong. Loose ball, knocked out of bounds, stays with South.
I think if Quavon would have kind of left that one go, it might have been a PHS ball, but he tried to make a play on it.
And South will call their first timeout of the game. Coach Fallon maybe thinks it's getting a little sloppy out there. Needs to tighten things up, but like I said, South has been unrelenting on defense. They are not taking their foot off the gas, whether it's the rivalry part of this game or this is what good basketball teams do. That's what they're doing, is just,
Well, yeah, I mean, I think you made the $1 million point right there. It's PHS, and they're not going to take their foot off the gas against this team, but I think this is a team that will, I think it prides itself on its defense. I know, again, they've got the weapons. They can score the ball. They know what to do with the basketball on the offensive side. But, defense, they used to say it wins championships. So
did they say that, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that a couple of times. So I think South prides themselves on how they bring the intensity on defense as well. But again, they're wearing a red shirt right now. I don't know many Patriots that like those red shirts. So they're gonna pour it on until it says 000 on the scoreboard.
South ball inbound underneath their own basket here. 6:14 stop clock. Lobbed in to Traw, over to Smith. To Plotner at the elbow. He'll make that move. Skyhook is good.
That was sweet. That was just a very nice move.
Fleming working hard to get into the front court. PHS playing with a sense of urgency here, as the jumper from Rodriguez is all glass. Fleming is going to be stuffed underneath. Might have been Plotner again.
I guarantee it was Plotner.
Traw in the front court. Euro step and throws that one into the ocean.
But in the end, it's just a simple out-of-bounds play.
There's Cyrus into the front court, full speed. He'll go off glass and can't get it to go. Rebound Stoniker, and he'll get the putback. Andrew Stoniker with 8 all here in the second half. Lobbed ahead to Traw in the front court. He'll find Blake for a 3. That is off the mark. I was a little taken aback because he's hit most of those tonight. Parsons with the rebound, but he throws it away. Reeves to Plotner. Lays it in.
Parsons just trying to get something there, and he saw Quavon Cyrus there.
Nathan,
he led him too much on that pass.
And PHS throws it away again. Nathan Plotner now with 15, 10 of it in the second half. Matthew Stoniker to check back in for the Big Reds.
And again, there's been a flurry of turnovers recently now for the Big Reds, and it's all, again, they're just trying to get something to happen, trying to get those passes going, but the defense for Parkersburg South has not let up. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says, it's going to continue on. The intensity will be high.
Smith in the lane is off the mark, tipped back out to Reeves. Back underneath to Smith, and he will float that one in. Jackson Smith has 13. Stolniker will go coast to coast. Can't get it to go. Quavon Cyrus lays it up, and not there. And Smith comes away with it. And they can't buy a bucket.
It's saran wrap on the rim, whatever. I mean, they just cannot get anything to fall.
Reeves lost the handle on it on the other end. Parsons has it knocked away by Reeves, gets it back. Finds Rodriguez. Trying to go around Plotner, who's about a foot taller, and he lost the handle on it, and a whistle. Out of bounds.
It's like he brought it inside the perimeter, and we looked, oh boy, 23. What do we do?
Is that a timeout?
30-second timeout. I don't know who called it, though.
I don't know who called it. They didn't take any off the board. Is it official timeout?
All I saw was the shoulder touch, so might have been.
Yeah, I don't think they took a timeout off the board. It was a water break for the officials. It's getting a little warm in here, by the way. So it is a water break for the official timeout. Lead out to 24.
I don't think the scoreboard officials here knew what happened there either. They had to ask.
Yeah, I think it was an official timeout because they all three asked for a water bottle. It'll be South's ball with 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Patriots early, Patriots often in this ball game.
Just relentless. I mean,
loose ball, and the Big Reds will get a cheap bucket.
They'll take
anything
they
can get.
Yeah.
And we'll see a press here from the Big Reds. Reeves will break the press, get into the front court. And he'll be fouled on his way to the rim.
Corbin.
JT Corbin has checked in. His first. Team's fourth.
Stanley takes it from Parkersburg. Mason Reeves up the court for Parkersburg South.
Reeves to shoot. He hit them both?
He got them both.
4 of 4 from the line. Stoniker, corner to Parsons, fires a 3, airballs it. Stoniker with the putback and a foul. White 20 is Mason Reeves, his first foul, team foul number 8. So we've got Matthew Stoniker at the line. 4 points on the night.
And he tanked the first one again.
Ooh, missed them both. We'll have to count up missed free throws tonight for both teams. And it's amazing, I mean, commendable. Both teams are playing wide open in a game that is heavily in one team's favor.
Yeah, it's...
Reeves collects the rebound, and Reeves will restart his offense out to Micaiah Jones.
Neither team's let up. I mean, we still got a lot of the host of the regulars, the starters, with the mix of the first guys off the bench.
Plotner going to be fouled again. Sometimes that's just what you have to do.
That's the first on Rodriguez.
Yep, his first. Team foul 5. And Plotner at the line again. Hits the first one. Quavon Cyrus, David Parsons checking in. And the Patriots continue to press. Up 26. Big Reds break it, 2-on-1, and Quavon Cyrus's pass will go off the foot of Mason Reeves and stays with Parkersburg.
I know we've made this metaphor a lot, but again, the foot has not been removed from the gas just as of yet. It is continuing on. They're going to take it to the near the end, it looks like.
Reeves intercepts the inbounds, but immediately turns it back over. 3 from Fleming is short. Reeves with it. Parsons tries to pick his pocket, but can't finish it. Patriots by 26 as we close in on 2 minutes to go. Trough, floater in the lane is good.
And that's
4, 6, 8, 10, 12. He's got 21.
And that's a clear indicator of how this rivalry works. Cyrus Trout still in the game with this kind of a lead. And a dunk.
And Reeves dunks it. His first field goal of the game is a dunk. Micaiah Jones picks off the long inbounds pass. Tries to lob the alley-oop to Plotner, but overthrows him. They're going for back-to-back dunks. And now we will see wholesale changes for the Patriots. With 1:42, Coach Fallon says, we got a dunk, I can pull the starters.
Stiff change. We were just starting to get some popcorn here.
And Mike, you want to see that again?
I do want to see
slow
that
motion.
again.
Austin Reeves. Get you some iron, son.
It's fantastic. That's an old one right there. Or if you go back to your NBA Jam days, that's boom shakalaka.
Send it in, Jerome. On the floor for the Patriots, we will see number 11, Braden Townsend. Number 13, Toby Adebulu. Number 12 is Cole Joy. Number 3 is Tristan Walker. Was that 5?
I think so.
All right, there you go. Lob into Fleming at midcourt. Fleming's turnaround in the lane is good. Adebulu, floater off the mark, no good. Gets his rebound, and he will put it in. The lead is 30. Joy blocked by Quavon Cyrus, but Townsend gets it back and puts it back in. And we've got a minute to go, and the lead's 32. Fleming out top to Parsons. He will trigger a 3, and he hits it. David Parsons, his first basket of the game, comes with a minute to go.
Multiple attempts, but that's the first one he was able to get to fall.
And Quavon Cyrus is going to pick up his second foul. shift change for the Big Reds with 53 seconds left. We've got Trey Wilson on the floor. We've got Landon Bryant, Isaiah Walker. I'm missing a couple at least.
JT Corbin.
JT Corbin and Owen Collins, your 5 Big Reds on the floor. And Corbin is going to take Townsend down with the old horse collar, the Russian sickle.
Now, if he returns that to a belly-to-belly suplex, then I'll be really
that
impressed.
might be a technical. You're going to pull that one off. Braden Townsend has 3 points. And quietly and quickly, the lead is back to 30. Make it 31. And the press is finally off as we close in with 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Big Red's second shift trying to find some room to work here. Patriots has also emptied the bench here. Shot short from Corbin. And Townsend will bring it up. And that is going to just about do it. Here's where I start doing math, Mike. Feel free to talk, buddy.
Early Christmas present for the Patriots, too. Anytime you can get a win over your rival, that's a special, special time. We know going into it that they were probably heavily favored, but they went in, they did their job, shot the ball well, defense very well, and again, the intensity never, ever let go. And again, I think that is a hallmark of a rivalry game. You've got to earn it, and if you can't do it, we're going to probably still run you into the ground.
So as I do the math here, we had our plug pulled there for a second. 2, 3, 4. Let's take a look at some highlights here from the ball game as I do math. And Mike, you feel free to narrate here, buddy.
Well, I mean, Trowell, he's a dynamic player, so you're going to get a couple of players that are always going to be around you. So that means outlet pass, you always got to be ready. And a great job there by getting that shot to fall. PHS just did what they could. I mean, we kept seeing that lead just kind of fall, and fall. Good job there to keep the ball alive, and a good shot from the perimeter.
$69, $79. All right, my math is apparently way off somewhere. So best I can tell you, for South, Cyrus Traw with 21 points. Nathan Plotner with 17, 12 of those in the second half. For PHS, Austin Fleming with 15, Nate Rodriguez with 11. And, you know, South started fast, got up 5-0, and PHS was playing catch-up from then on, and they could never really get their feet under them as it just – they would move the ball up the floor so quickly, and there you see Plotner, laying it up and in. And when it came to three-point shots, PHS was just there to fire him in there. There's one of the few highlights there was Stalnicker with the rip and the lay-in.
Right.
But here's Reeves. Here's your dunk of the night as Reeves picks it off at midcourt and sends it in, Big Daddy. But that's pretty much all it was. As
nice block there by Cyrus Quavon, but
just nothing. PHS ran into a buzzsaw tonight. Well, we were expecting a lot out of the Patriots. We got a lot out of the Patriots, and they really showed it off. 85-54.
Yeah, again, we we knew that they were heavily favored into this game. It was going to take a Herculean effort by PHS, but that's the fun thing about the rivalry. Sometimes during a rivalry game, that causes you to play with a little bit more intensity. And sometimes, you know, you just go in there and you just make the right calls at the right time. But I'm telling you right now, South is the real deal. They shoot the ball well. They defense well. That's really all you need to do. And tonight they were hitting from three-point range. Plotner is a definite presence in that inside paint as well. They've got the weapons. They got it all, man. So I think this is a great win for South. A good way to go into the holidays, and I think they're going to look good throughout the rest of the season as well.
So in theory, we'll be back on Friday with the girls at the Fieldhouse, South and PHS. If the weather gets nasty, we may have to call an audible and see how it goes. Regardless, we wish you and yours a very happy holiday and a very Merry Christmas. That's Mike Cameron. I'm Brian Guthrie for the whole CAS 45 crew. Thanks for watching 85-54 South, a winner over PHS in the Crosstown Showdown here on CAS 45 High School Basketball, presented by Staley Law and Mediation.